Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comments section in that chat box to let me know that you can, I would greatly appreciate it. And as you do, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow along with all the various social platforms out there that we're on, keeping up with the latest and greatest content of what we do. I'm constantly doing new videos. We're adding new stuff to all of our social platforms across the board regularly. All right. So with that, let's go ahead, jump in and take a look at the futures. So kind of a mixed bag today. We're down. We're up 2 on the ES. We're up 33 on the Dow, 29 on the Dow, 24, 20. Yeah, we just had a report come out. Let's see. The Nasdaq's down 10. The Rut's up 3.5. Bitcoin's back over 19, up 305 points. Ethereum's over 1,300, up 47. Gold's down 16, and energy is down another $1.84. I know the president. I heard the president reached out to Saudi Arabia asking them to delay the raise of the prices until after the election, and Saudi Arabia said no. We're not holding anything back. We're doing it. I don't see what reason anybody would do that for anybody, period. Why would I do that? We're raising our prices. Why are we going to hold it back? So definitely not a good place for us as a country right now for what's going to happen with gas prices yet again. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at yesterday's trades. If you guys did some trades yesterday, drop them in. Remember, this is your accountability call. This is where you get up there and say, I did this yesterday. I don't care if it's non-funded. What I do care about is every single day. If you can't find a funded trade to take, you should be taking a non-funded trade. I'm going to take this trade and see what it does based on what I see on the chart, not just that one. Taking a trade. And guys, that's how I did it. 300 paper trades in 30 trading days is the way that I learned how to do this, because I learned how to hit enter. I wasn't afraid of my platform, and that made me accountable on paper. Here I'm giving all of you a place to be accountable to the world. Right on YouTube, right on LinkedIn, right on Facebook. All right, so we had a lot of trade setups yesterday. The first one I want to talk about is Tesla. So I had a 222.5 put from the previous day that I did not close out, all because of some of the junk that happened with TradeStation. I just didn't get my orders set right, or I didn't remember to check it right. I don't know what it was. But my puts had never closed out. Remember, I closed the calls out at 3:58 p.m. I shared that with you guys yesterday. And we did well on the calls. On the puts, I had the 222.5 put. By the end of the day, I was down $1 and change. That's right. Let's see where it goes. Yesterday, it had started moving back up the market. So it's like, all right, we're done. And then the announcement came out of the economic reports, and it came crashing down. And I'm watching that first minute. That option that I spent $9.55 on was like $16 on the open. And within the first minute or so, it was down to like $12. So I wound up at about 13.5 is about where we got out of it. So it was roughly a $4 move in my direction, which was awesome before Tesla completely flipped around like the rest of the market did yesterday. So I was very pleased with that. Delta Airlines, they came out with earnings yesterday. We did a naked put, got 28 cents on the 28.5. Closed that out for almost nothing. And then Domino's Pizza, what was the news on them yesterday? Earnings. All right. So we had said on Domino's, Bullish, bull put spread below 304. I wound up with the 300 305s. I couldn't get below 304. I got 70 cents, closed it out for 25 cents. So all in all, good day yesterday. SPY and Qs did not work for me yesterday at all. Dogs are barking. Someone must be in the neighborhood. Not allowed in our neighborhood. Not with the dogs here. All right. So let's see. Erica said Home Depot, 66% non-funded. Excellent. Good job. Tesla, $1,000. Ka-ching, Karen. I love it. American Airline put. I don't know if that's pull or put. Pull puts. $75. Excellent. Good job, everybody. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. If you have them, drop them in, folks. We'll continue to go there. But in the meantime, we got to keep rocking on. Let's go take a look at today's candidates. All righty then. So I built out a watch list for us for today. Just makes life easier when I remember to do it and or have the time to do it. Is probably the bigger one. So let's see. Beyond Meat. All right. They had, let's see, lowered revenue outlooks. I heard something about the CEO bit somebody's nose or ear or something. I don't know. And he was leaving the company, not country, maybe leaving the company as well. But they're down on lowered revenue outlook is what my first view was on this. I didn't check into the other story. So right now, Beyond Meat, as we look, let me just move the option chain around a little bit. They're down about 88 cents, $13.90. So we've got really big spread in here on our numbers. We are definitely going to need a Fibit in there. We're actually going to need a lot more than that. We're going to need the negative 136. We're going to need the 118. 16 and 20. We're going to need the negative 60 something other, right? And the other negative 204. Okay. There we go. Odds some more better. So we are sitting right now at 1390. So we're just above that fib line. Lowered revenue outlook. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above $16. Now, I don't know if you're going to get a premium on it at this point, but that's the only place I would do it. Delta Airlines. Remember, they had earnings come out yesterday. We did well with them on a naked put yesterday, and today they got an upgrade, and Delta's up another $1 today on that note. So great move on Delta. We can look at them again. Let's cut down that number there. We can look at them again for naked puts. So 31.34. Right now, we're looking for a delta of about 20. The 30 will probably be about 20 when it moves, when it opens up. I just don't know what kind of premium we're going to get for it. We were at 22 cents. We may only get 8 cents for it. But I'd be looking for a delta of 20, which is right now, it's about the 30s that we're looking at, right? So naked put, delta of 20, approximately the 30 put is what we're looking at. But you got to look at when they open up. Morgan Stanley. Let's see. Bigger picture, big channel for Morgan Stanley. Okay. So let's go back to a closer view. Earnings, bank earnings, guys. I don't have everybody on here. I don't have Citigroup. I don't have JP Morgan. I don't have the Wells Fargo. Today's a big bank earnings day. If Tripp is here, he'll tell you every bank that's earnings coming out today. But they had earnings come out on MS. They're down $2.32. They had a nice move to the upside yesterday. They're sitting at 77 right now, so just above that level. We're going to look at a bear call spread above 82. Yesterday, I was on a show for Benzenga. I go on once a week to talk about markets and what I see going on there, my expertise in the markets. And we were talking banks, and the host had said, listen, even if the banks get hit, if they don't get hit that hard and I see some stability, it's going to show some signs of positiveness in the market. And a couple of the banks are up this morning. They're just not up very much. Morgan was the one that took the biggest hit off of it. So we'll go with them with the bear call spread for today. Netflix, new ad spend model on Netflix, which is going to be lower than Disney and I think HBO, they said, where you can get ads and it's going to be $6.99 a month. So it's an ad-sponsored platform, just like watching regular TV, right? The whole reason we watch Netflix is to not watch like regular TV. But they are up $3.55 on that note to $336 right now, puts us up above that 333. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below, actually 332, or a long call. Now, remember, this is Rob leaving Rob a note, not Rob giving you a note. For you, if you don't know Netflix, stick with the credit spread. I know Netflix. I know how it eats, how it breathes, how it drinks, how it sleeps. I know everything about Netflix, its deepest, darkest secrets. Why? Because I trade it almost daily, right? So for me, I'm okay with that. Morgan Stanley, I don't know them. I know who they are. I know what they do, but I don't know their deepest, darkest secrets, right? So I'll stick with a credit spread on that company. Make sure you stay in your lane as you're trading. Let's see. So it would be down below. You know what, Erica, you're right. I wrote it. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I said 33. Oh, I did. I wrote it wrong too. Yes, it's down below 232, not 332. Good catch. That would have been a confusion at the market open today. Good catch, good catch, good catch. All right, let me go back a little. Yeah, Sean said that's not very vegan of them, referring back to Beyond. Robert said wins 35 cents on SPY, 33 cents on Qs, and a 16-cent cost. Cost, Robert, right? Cost on Amazon. Tripp said JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Citibank, Wells Fargo, PNC, and USB are all scheduled out. All right. Appreciate that, Tripp. Bank of America, Schwab, and BK are Monday morning. There you go, guys. So Tripp's already feeding you some info, some intel on what's coming up next. So NTNX is a possible sale in an announcement today. So they shot up on that news. They're up almost $4, guys. I mean, from a percentage standpoint, it's huge, right? If they were $21 and now that 21 and 4, that's like a 20% gain for them. They're up at 25 right now. So, man, they are like up here. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 24, which puts it way down here. All right, SWK downgrade by Credit Suisse. Let's see. It's kind of getting a little old, the fib, but it's not bad. It ain't great. It's a good fib, but we don't have anywhere great to draw off of from there. We haven't violated the -618, so nothing we have to redraw. One of these we're going to talk about, not this upcoming week, the week after, I am going to talk about, is we'll be in our live trainings here in New York on Thursday and Friday. I will be teaching Friday. Brandon's got a great class scheduled, a day in the life for an online trader for Thursday. But on Friday, one of the things we're going to talk about is the right ways to redraw these fibs. We're going to really define and hone in and drill down on some exact specific rules of what we're looking for there. So everybody's going to leave there with a full set of rules on the redraw factors. So on SWK, they're down 79 cents right now on that downgrade. Nothing critical. There are monthly options only, so keep that in mind. You're dealing with next Friday's option. But if they're down to 76 and jingle right now, we're still in between here. Do we need to fib it? 70 to 81. Oh, yeah, we sure do. So let's go add a -5 inside of the mix. -5. All right, so we're at 76. See, I like that a lot better. But we're still looking at a bear call spread above 81. Right? Guys, there's only 3 candidates left. That was it. That was the third one. We got 2 more left. So go ahead and drop in the candidates that you want me to take a look at. I'm more than happy to analyze any stocks that you drop in there. Give you one last look before the market opens up on this very last day of this crazy trading week. So Trex is our next one. Also monthly options on Trex. They got a downgrade came out on them. This is Stanley back. No, that was SWK. Trex is not one I trade normally. Trex Co. I'm pretty sure it's Trex, the decking material. But again, monthly options, they got a downgrade. They're down $1.23 to $47.90. Let's see, 44 to 52 is 8. We need a pivot in there. So let's go add a negative 136. We'll put the 118 also. We need them both. Rob, we're not using that now yet, but if I'm doing that, I might as well just do them both. So if we're sitting at 48, we're just about that fib level right there. So we want to be above that 52. So bear call spread above 52. And then lastly is United Healthcare. So let's United Healthcare had earnings come out. They are on our power option plays list, right? So they are at 513, up $3. We don't need any fibbits in here. So they're still below the fib level, that 518.70. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 502 or a long call or an option. You know, if the market flips on it and it goes the other way, we'll trade a put, right? Why? Because it's on our list. We trade it all the time, right? Okay, let's see what candidates you guys want to look at for today. Trip said, let's see, Tuesday starts the rest with Goldman Sachs, Johnson & Johnson, LMT in the AM, Netflix, UAL, ISRG in the PM. We're good. All right. So Erica's asking for Netflix long call above 232. Yep. So they're on our list today, right? So we bring them in. We're right now with Netflix. We're at 236 half. So I really would like to see some kind of pullback, Erica, unless there's a pivot in there somewhere. I'd love to see some kind of pullback. We're in a bullish bias right now on yesterday's close. We're in a bullish bias. It's not true bull, but bullish enough to even take directional trades if we wanted to. So I'd like some kind of pullback and bounce first, and then I would prefer to take the directional trade or swing day trade. Even because if I take it where it is now on the open, I still have my stop is all the way down here, right? Probably right about there, about 25% of that distance in there. So caution with that. But yeah, if we can get a pullback, I'm all over it. That's what I'm looking for today as a setup. So I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below. Trip said, will AMD ever get off of the negative 3.2 level? I don't know, Trip. You know, they're just loving that zone. You know, they're there for the count. I don't know. Another switch back, but looking for a retest and a move down. So where is AMD right now? Let's see in the pre-market. Erica, you're welcome. So up 31 cents to 59.25. Yeah, Trip. I mean, their best bet is hitting that 62 and fail off of that 61.29 level and fail off of that. That would probably be the best choice for them right now. So I hope that helps. Jones asking for spies and Qs. My outlook for the future. Wow. Joan, it seems like you're putting so much pressure on me. My outlook for the future. I feel like I'm dating my girlfriend when I was 16 years old, and her father said, What do you see happening in the future? I don't know. I'm 16, you know. So on SPY, we are up about 2.25 right now. $2 we'll call it. 368. So, Joan, we pushed up into that 369.95 level. What for me, I'd probably be looking at only today on Qs and on spiders, and with what we're seeing so far, maybe Qs, is pivot points. We're at resistance. If we could break resistance, pull back and bounce, that's awesome. But then I have the 21. If we hit the resistance and fail, I've got the 8. So there's a lot of in our way. That clear and concise phraseology is out the window. We don't have that opportunity any longer, right? For clear and concise. The entry might be concise, but the clear path is not there. So a little bit of caution on SPY outside of pivot points. And drop me in whatever you need, folks. Let me look at your candidates. And let's see. Qs are at 270, up $1.63 right now. So they're above the 8 moving average. Ideally, pull back to around 268 and bounce. And then I have a clear path to the next resistance. If I pull back and bounce, concise entry as well. Okay. I hope that helps. Let me know down below. Andres, good morning. Apple, and yesterday was a short squeeze based on, all right, so let's see. Apple, where are they at right now? I saw Zuckerberg came out and compared himself to the biggest competition that Apple has in VR. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. So we've got a full view there already. We don't need to zoom in on it. I think, I just think there's a lot of hope in the market, right? We don't have strong technicals telling us we should be going up. CPI goes up, and we just don't have it. Unemployment went up a little bit, which if you're looking for in this market, if you're looking for a signal, we're looking for the higher unemployment rate, but we're still not there, right? That small increase in unemployment meant nothing. And even that job growth is amazing right now. So that little bit of increase in unemployment, I don't really think it's going to help us any, right? But with that, markets are up, right? We'll trade the market at hand. Apple, Andres, they are at 143.31 right now, up 32 cents. I'd love to see a pullback towards the 8, which gets me back to about 142 and a bounce. And that gives me the entry into the market from there with 145.5 as resistance. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know down below. Eric, you're welcome. CSX, Robert saying, CSX. Thinking of a bull put spread below 26. Let's get a little bigger picture here. All right, so we've got an old fib there, which has been violated again and again and again. This one has been violated. All right, so we're going to need a fib in here. So, Robert, I'm going to take this off of, I think this is going to be the high. Maybe not. Let's go right off of this one here. Nope, wrong one. Wrong place, period. Once I zoom in, sometimes I just lose it. I don't see it as well. That was a good pullback, and that was a good bounce inside of there. So we're good with this. All right, not a lot of room in there. On CSX, in pre-market, we're up 26 cents, 27.75. So Robert's looking at a bull put spread below 27. 26.75. So we're still in a bearish neutral bias, Robert. So I would, if you're going to look to take it, maybe aggressive on it. But as long as we get the bounce, and look, I think the big thing behind transportation, airlines and stuff like that is going to become fuel costs. So short term, I'm not concerned with it at all. Long term, longer term, if you're buying a Delta Airlines as a hold or a CSX as a hold, or another transportation company like that, fuel is going to become a big part of it. If you go back to 2008, I think it was, Southwest Airline was the only one that had bought futures, a lot of them, on energy prices for the airlines. And when everybody else we were at $150 a barrel of oil, they were paying like $42 or $55, whatever it was. It was ridiculously low. So they were profitable. Everybody else was getting their head handed to them, right? Hey, Patty, morning. Glad to see you here. Yeah, so there you go, Robert. I hope that helps. I truly do. So there you have it, folks. Remember, today, do not miss out. We've got a surprise today at Trading Coach's Playbook. You're going to love the topic out there. I'm going to leave it at that. Go ahead and go to tradinglikeaboss.com. Click on that link. It's all free, guys. Everything on this page is free, right? That's what this is all about. This is all the things to help you become better traders, right? So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Next week, I told you that I'm going to be out of town a little bit, right? The week after, we've got our Trader Super Summit coming up on that Friday. I'm really excited about it. That is our mastermind and inner circle. Brandon will be on the road. I will be on the road. So we may have Tony, see if we can get him to come in next for that week as well. For the 2 days, I will let you know as we get closer. But I am stoked for that event, for what we're going to go through. So everybody have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you. Have a good weekend on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.